Now, you guys, let's get into the Gypsy Rose story. Listen, she has been earning her keep selling every single damn story she can to People magazine. On the flip side, I do think that she's doing a really great job for drumming up interest for season 2 of her show. But yeah, it's a little bit obnoxious at the same time. Can I tell you guys, there was something a little bit haunting about this picture. Let me pull it back up of her folding her kids' clothes and stuff, and it's like a girl. Something to me, knowing how she offed her mom in the house and stuff, and now here she is just smiling, getting ready for like kids' clothes. I don't know why, but just something about it was so eerie to me. Almost like she's like, okay, she's out of here now. Like I'm the new one. I don't know. There's just something about it that just, I don't know. Anyway, shall we get into her stalker ex? And yeah, sorry, you guys, I brought down the mood. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was just so shocking. Like we were all collectively shocked when that happened. Georgia says, my friend died from a punch. Oh, because just one in a place, in a bad place or something, and it's all over, so it's a lot. Ali says, a casting reached out to me to be on the show. I watched one episode and realized that I wanted to work after being on TV. Thank God you didn't do it, Ali. Oh my God, can you imagine? And I don't think it's worth it. Those people don't really end up rich afterwards either. So Gypsy Rose's stalkerish ex-husband, Ryan, is still refusing to completely get out of the picture of her life, despite the paternity test confirming that her boyfriend, Ken, is the father. She says, and I quote, "We're still dealing with some other things wrapped around the paternity, believe it or not, getting the paperwork finalized for that. So it's like I took the test before she was born, and I posted that Instagram that shut all the rumors of who the father was down. So it was clear, but then you have the court proceeding part of it you have to follow up on. And so that's currently what we're dealing with. So Ryan is not out of the picture yet. And so she's not confirming or denying that he's still trying to get some type of paternity recognized, but she's saying that the situation is stressful for her and her boyfriend, Ken Urker. Quote, "It's something we can't manage. But it'll be nice to have everything finalized and done so we can just all move on. It's probably going to be another couple of months. It's a very long process." And so all of this is because she got pregnant by Ken while still married to Ryan. And in Louisiana law, if you have a child outside of your marriage while you're still legally married, it's understood to be the legal husband's child. An attorney in Louisiana named Bo Brock describes it as the following. There's a legal presumption in Louisiana that if you have a child while you're married, it's presumed to be the husband's child. It's done that way to protect the child. All laws in Louisiana concerning paternity are designed to protect the child and make sure the child has a father and a mother to provide for them. So that presumption can be overcome by DNA, and that's what people have to do. So listen, she got divorced from this guy while she was still pregnant, right? While she was still pregnant. So I'm actually surprised that it is still going on. So I don't know. Good luck. All of this is going to play out on season 2 of their show. So stay tuned for that. If you're going to be watching it on Lifetime, I do have the link in the description box to this video that you can use to go ahead and sign up for a free account. If not, hang tight because I will be recapping it here on my channel as well. Okay. So Gwen says, okay. Thank you. Leave Gypsy alone. Listen, I feel like I'm easier on her than the average person because I haven't watched all those like documentaries to really get in the weeds. I really, really do have to, but I haven't been able to just yet. Gypsy's smile is so creepy. He creeps me out. Ryan, why are all these men running after a murderer? Oh, y'all are going in. Gypsy is shady at the end of the day. She got away with red rum. Toe It All says, I haven't made it. Oh, hey, Toe It All. Nice to see you. Farrah says, I hope she does not repeat what her mom did to her. Oh, I hope so too. Listen, I think the cameras are going to be able to help her child with that because there's no way. You know what? Speaking of this, I don't know why, but I've been getting on TikTok, and don't worry, we're going to go over all of it just to tea, please. Don't worry. I've been getting a lot of like TikToks served to me about Ruby Franke. And I don't watch family vloggers or anything like that, but I was only mildly familiar with her story. But the stuff I heard is so crazy. I have to go down. I've been trying to find a documentary on her to understand where the psychologist came from, like why she hired the psychologist, how she could agree with the stuff that the psychologist was like telling her to do. Like, what's wrong with her? What was her upbringing like? How the husband wasn't charged with anything. Like, I have so many questions. That thing is insane. I am floored. I am just, wow, my head is spinning from that. Malen says, Ryan, move on. Yup. At the start, I felt bad for him, but not anymore. Exactly. Is he still doing those TikTok lives about her? It used to be so weird. Gwen says these laws creep me out, TBH. In practice, they can be used to keep. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, there's a double-edged sword for sure. I agree with that fully, you know, and I think it's kind of similar to the divorce laws and how you have to like be separated for a certain amount of time. They, you know, don't be surprised if you get more things like that, maybe even harsher coming out soon, right? Because it feels like the world is kind of headed in that Handmaid's Tale direction. Read Sherry's book. Yeah, I wanted to read that as well. I heard she got engaged. Congratulations to her. They dropped a new doc on Hulu. I paused watching to join this. Oh, really? A documentary on Ruby Franke? Oh, thank you. I'm going to have to go ahead and take a look at what that is all about because, wow, like, gosh. Hey, Shemjem. I'm happy to see you here, and I'm even happier to know you'll also be part of the playback posse. So am I. Don't worry. The LDS Church has a list of therapists. Oh, so the LDS Church knew about this because even the neighbors, when the son ran away to the neighbor's place, they said on the call to the police that it was already known that that was not a good person. So the LDS Church knew that that lady was not a good person, and yet they were pushing people to use her as a, oh, wow. Wow, Linus, People Magazine is known for notorious. Yeah, like it's all so staged. You know what? And speaking of that, let me go see if that Heidi Montag infamous sidewalk photo was a People Magazine thing because they're that's iconic.